Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. Today I have your weekly preview for the week of July 3rd, 2023. Ivory Trail, new ultra rare troop, Aravatar's Tusk. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. There's a gem sale. Facing Death, experience a new world event with your guildmates. Play world event battles every day to unlock rewards. Summer of Love, this is the last week for that, so make sure you do all your battles, get the armor, get the legendary, get the pet fully ascended, then get the golden pet. Buy the 50 gem shop thing every day. You might even have to buy like one 100 gem offer as well. Ravatar Skull, the campaign has started. New rewards every week. Don't miss out. 6 days, 19 hours. So that ends this week too. We're going to wrap up the campaign and the Summer of Love in the same week. And then have the 7.0 update potentially next week, I'm pretty sure. Week of Pride Lands. All Pride Lands troop gain 10% to their skills. Week of Wildfolk. All Wildfolk gain 10% to their skills. And bonus souls if you use a Ravatar's Tusk. I swear that's supposed to be a Ravatar's Tusk there. And PvP and Explorer to gain 40 souls. Let me know. Is that supposed to be a Ravatar's Tusk? I don't know. Let's go to the SOULFORGE. Where's it at? Right there. Let's see what's in here. For troops. 4 Mythics. Labara. Mithrilion. Queltzama. And Pharaoh Nefertani. My order for this is Queltzama. 26 yellow, green, purple, Suncrest Divine Strix. Deal scatter damage boosted by chosen gem color. Then create 10 yellow gems or remove all gems of the chosen color. Eternal Dawn is pretty fun. 20% chance to resurrect myself with full mana when I die. Summon a light storm at the start of battle. So it's not a top 20, I know that for sure. There's 116 mythics in the game. It's, it's okay. It's not something you need to craft. It's, probably not a top 30. Somewhere in the top 50. Next would be, for me, it's Mithrilion, 24, green, blue, red, Kaziel Construct, explode a 3x3 block, gain armor, barrier, or random ally for every skull destroyed. Reflects any 5% of skull damage, reduce damage from spells by 50%. It's, like your prototypical average mythic. It's a good tank. It goes good with, like, Glaceon and King Bloodhammer. It's not amazing, but it does do a lot of stuff. It's your super duper average mythic. And then we have Pharaoh Nefertani, 24, red, yellow, brown, Kitar Undead. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by death-marked enemies, curse, and disease all enemies. Death-mark a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. Not bad, not good, though. And then last is Labara. This one is stinky butt. 22, yellow, green, brown, white helm, divine knight. Deal damage to all enemies or add life to all allies. Problem with this is it's not a choose mechanic. It's an or, so you don't know what it's going to do. Give 4 life to all yellow allies and matching yellow gems. Reduce damage from spells by 50%. It's a bad mythic. Alright, legendaries. We have Captain Saltclaw. We got Vidar the Vast. We got the Great Maul. We got Summer Imp. The Great Maul is probably the best one because it's actually useful before you get High King Irongut in Underworld. 24 brown, yellow, Drifting Sands monster. Devour an enemy. Create 8 yellow and 8 brown gems. 1 cast only. So the strategy here is to devour something that has a lot of attack and durability. You make yourself a gigantic tank. You maybe have something else in your team that can make skulls. You take the skulls. You do heavy attack damage. And you have lots of durability. And maybe you have something else in your team that uses brown or yellow, since it can't use the yellow and brown it makes, because it can only cast once. It's a good thing to use until you get High King Irongut. Not ideal, but not bad either. It can get you through some factions, some early factions at least. I'm going to go Captain Saltclaw second. 15 red, purple, Blackhawk, Raksha Rogue. Deal heavy splash damage to 2 random enemies, boosted by blue gems. So not terrible, because it could actually do something in like a world event where it could hit all the enemies and kill them with heavy splash damage, but still not great. Vidar the Vast would be third, 16 blue-brown, Stormheim Giant. Choose an enemy. There's a 10% chance to devour them, boosted by blue gems on the board, otherwise deal damage. Deal double skull damage for stunned enemies. None of these are bad, they're just not good either. Not top 10s, you should not craft them. Summer Imp is last. 12 yellow primal elemental. Deal scatter damage and create 7 red gems. If an enemy dies, gain 8 magic. If you're going to craft anything in the SOULFORGE, it should probably be Queltzama or the Great Maul, but I would not recommend it. You want to save your diamonds for top 10 mythics and top 5 legendaries. And good weapons. We have Shadowhunter's Claw. We have Twin Claws, which is decent. Explode green gems, grant a random status effect to all beast allies, then summon a beast troop. We got Black Mane's Claw, deal damage to an enemy, boosted by Raksha allies, then create a mix of 6 red and brown gems for each Raksha ally. Spear of the Pride, Cat's Paw, deal damage to an enemy, boosted by Pride Lands allies, then create a mix of 6 green and red gems for each Pride Lands ally. Ropedart, this is the thing, this is the best thing in the entire SOULFORGE. I'm sure like 90% of you probably already have it, but for those of you who don't, please don't go crafting like Labara or Pharaoh Nefertani. Instead, make sure you craft Ropedart first. It's only 300 diamonds, you can get it. You can get 300 diamonds within the week. There's no reason to not get this in the SOULFORGE. So please, please, please don't leave this week without Ropedart. It's one of the best weapons in the game. It's potentially the best weapon in the game. It's definitely a top 5. Eliminate all armor from an enemy and deal damage to them and pull them to the front. So, it does true damage. It has Entangle. It has Destroy. It has pulling them to the front. It's an extra turn. Like, it's amazing. So make sure you get it. Some people don't listen, though. Like, on Discord, people ask me questions, and I tell them the answer, and they still don't take the answer. So, whatever floats your boat, but the recommendation is to not leave the week without Ropedart. Beastly Bow. Deal damage to an enemy, boosted by beast allies. This create a mix of green and yellow for each beast ally. Alright, so yeah, basically Ropedart is the story of the SOULFORGE. If you don't have it, make sure you get it. But other than that, nothing too great in here. You should probably save up your diamonds and wait for a different week. But if you just absolutely have to, you can't wait, Queltzama or the Great Maul. Alright, let's take a look at that world event, Facing Death. Finally, we approached the birthing place of Aravata. Fortunately, the god had not yet emerged. Quickly, we lay siege and began slowly encroaching upon the birthing portal. Defeat enemies and collect light to banish Aravata. Got a skull and spell damage medal. I recommend spell. Go check out my video, please. I'll link it at the end of this video. It's 4 teams. I do have a skull team on there. But mostly 3 spell teams for high, mid, low. Rarity order, I didn't do a scoring video, so here you go. It's just rarity order. Take the highest level within the rarity. Rewards, make sure you collect your rewards before you get started. Shop, make sure you buy up to at least tier 2 or tier 3. Do your share. The world event. Alright, let's go check out the shop. We got Aravatar's Tusk. He is 13 purple green Pride Lands Wildfolk Mystic. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by my life. If the enemy dies, create 8 death marks, gems, and 8 skulls. First of all, he has to kill them for that to happen. Then if it does happen, it's only 8, and it's probably going to backfire. So, I don't know. He's interesting, but I don't think he's going to be good. I haven't tried him yet, but he just doesn't do enough. I wish it was like 10 and 10 or 12 and 12 or something like that, but that's probably just too crazy for an ultra rare. Arcane Venom trait stones. That's green and purple. Let's go see what you can fully trait. You can buy as much as you want. Make sure you have enough glory. Make sure you make Whitehelm your home kingdom. That's something somebody would argue with me about. Like, it gets frustrating sometimes. Whitehelm gives you pure glory. You can turn glory into any other resource. There's no reason to make your home kingdom anything but Whitehelm. So yeah, let's go check it out. Not there. Here. We got green. We got purple. All colors. Base rarity. What can you fully trait? Arachnian Weaver. Check on that if you don't have it fully traded. Queen Aurora. Rainbow Link. Check on that if you don't have it fully traded. We have that Queltzama with the Eternal Dawn and the Light Storm. Possessed King. Unstable Possession. What else? First mate, Axe Lover. Empowered Converter. Moon Rabbit. Empowered Converter. What else? Leprechaun. Super important. If you're a beginner and you have Leprechaun, but you just don't have it fully traded yet, freaking Whitehelm. Glory. Go get those trait stones. Empowered Exploder. Very important for the entire game. Spirit Fox, empowered. Breed's empowered. I think that's about it. It's mostly a Siren's empowered too. Trickster has that 75% start, but It's pretty much the Leprechaun and the Possessed King, Moon Rabbit, stuff like that. Arachnian Weaver. Alright, event key drop table is Pride Lands. Let's go check that out. For that one mythic you get every 6 months with your event keys. Save them up, save them up, save them up. Wait, wait, wait. And then you might be able to get a mythic with them if you have like 3,000 plus event keys. Pride Lands. Not something you really count on to get a ton of mythics, but it's another way to get mythics alongside of diamonds, alongside the SOULFORGE. But it's just a supplementary every 6 months or so, in a very rare occasion on certain kingdoms, that you throw your event keys and hope to get a mythic. I wouldn't count on it as your main way to get mythics, though. It's just a little supplementary way to get targeted mythics alongside of the SOULFORGE. Alright, Ubistet is the main thing here that you're going to try for if you're throwing event keys this week. The other mythics aren't great. Leo's trash, and Umanath is okay. Behemoth isn't good. Sekma's underrated. Good consolation prize, kinda. And there's really not anything else here. So you're going for that Ubistet, and if you don't get it, it's going to be sad because you could have used your event keys somewhere else. But Ubistet is a top 25 mythic. It's a top... It was in my 15 to 20 range on my top 20 mythic video I did recently. So, yeah, if you have all the top 10s, you have 3 Ironhawks, you have all the top 10s, then... And you don't have Ubistet, and maybe you don't have Sekma, and maybe you don't have, like, Umanath, it would be you who would throw event keys. But everybody else should save theirs and go for something different, like a top 10 mythic. Alright, so we did pretty much everything. We got to do... What else is going on this week? So today you're going to be doing your campaign. You're going to be doing your Summer of Love. You're going to be getting started on the World event. Tomorrow is Indrajit's Palace. I'll have a video for you, teams for that, on Tuesday. Wednesday we have a new pet, Yankee Poodle. Thursday we have Sunspear class, really good fire class. And then Friday we have Bounty Event, a new Bounty Troop, and a new Mythic that looks pretty good. I like the spell, but I was like begging and pleading and praying that it had a good third trait, and it didn't. So I'm still on the fence about it. I love the spell. 4 random enemies it steals life from. It could hit the same enemy twice and kill it. It's gaining all that life because it's stealing life, so it's doing true damage, and it gains it. And it's hitting 4 random enemies, so it could hit the same one, or it could hit all, even if it hits all 4 different enemies, that's still good because it's going to gain a ton of life. Or it could hit the same enemy twice, kill it, and then maybe another one twice and kill it too. Or it could hit, I don't even care what it does. Whatever it does is awesome. Like, the spell is great. You can start it with a Ghost Queen or Divine Ishbala, and it just sounds really good. I just wish it had a good third trait. It's so close. I think it's going to be good. But I could have guaranteed it was good if it had a good third trait. So I'm right. That's where I'm at with it. I'm pretty sure it's good, but I could have guaranteed it was good if it had a good third trait, and it just doesn't. It creates like 1 Uber Doomskull. But you could use Eye of Argus and create 2 if you really wanted to do that. So, yeah. But that's what's going on this week, pretty much. It's the end of the Summer of Love. It's the end of the campaign. It's a new Mythic on Friday, new Bounty Troop, Bounty event, second best single-player event in the game after a Vault event for rewards. Yeah, new pet, Ropedart. Let's go. Update next week, most likely. 7.0 update next week. So we're wrapping up the Summer of Love. We're wrapping up the campaign. Tower of Dooms next week. So most likely that 7.0 update is going to be next week. So maybe we'll get back to the World event scoring the week after next. I'm going to take a break this week. Next week is Tower of Doom. Don't need it next week. 7.0 update. Maybe more people will come back to the game, and then I'll do the scoring video the week that I'm going to take 2 weeks off. The numbers were down. I just couldn't justify it last night. So, sorry to everybody that does watch it. I really appreciate it, and I don't mean to punish you. It's just, you know, when stuff doesn't get a certain amount, I just, you know, taking a break off it. Anyway, what else? Campaign. Dominion, the Angel of War, agreed to help us, along with many knight from Whitehelm. So we began the long march to Pride Lands to confront a Ravatar. I think the paid side of the campaign can get that mythic now as well. Like it was the super duper paid, and now it's the paid. So the people that, you know, just did the paid side. Get it this week, I think. We're about to see. All right, we got Gold Digger, we got Slayer, we got Red Slayer. That should be, should be able to get that done without even trying. Like a baby could get that done. Yeah, there you go, Aravatar. Cool. He's not good in my opinion. I haven't used him. I don't have him, so I can't 100% say. But he doesn't look great. True damage to one enemy. I mean, are you going to do that 4 times? Like, why? When you can do something else. Like, when the new Mythic comes in Friday, it's going to hit multiple 4 enemies and steal the life. And do this better. Way better. So, I know you paid for it and you want it to be good, but in my opinion, I don't think it looks that great. I don't want to sit there and kill the first enemy. Kill the second enemy. Let's mana generate. Mana generate. Kill the third enemy. Mana generate. Mana generate. Kill the fourth enemy. That's too slow for me. I don't like stuff like that. So, not my cup of tea, but hey, I understand if you paid the money, you want to try to use it, and you got something that some people don't have, which is cool. So what are we getting, though? Not too much other than that. You guys are getting a little bit of copies of more of a Skelly font and the Aravatar. And the free side's getting pretty much nothing. And we're getting attack. So that kind of helps with the world event a little bit. Yeah, that is about it, right? Wow, I almost forgot Epic Trials. Let's go. The Ruby Giant. Deal damage to an enemy that convert 5 blue gems to red giant gems. Create a red giant gem when I take skull damage. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. Become enraged when an enemy dies. We've got Spirit Mane. Give an ally attack and 2 magic. Double the effect if the ally is a Raksha. Gain bonus red mana from red gem matches. I think the only Raksha on our team are himself and Second Claw and her. Destroy a 3/3 block, give attack to all allies above me, and give magic to all allies below me. Behemoth, deal damage to all enemies, destroy 12 gems. I think the way to go here is attack, really, the skulls, because you have multiple ways to boost up your first slot's attack. You may want to put Spirit Mane in front of the Ruby Giant if it starts to get difficult, like if you start losing the Ruby Giant. I almost lost mine in the last battle, so I might do this now. But, yeah, let me show you the battle here. You could boost up, like, you could just keep boosting up your attack, and then your, if you lose your first slot, your Ruby Giant has Enrage, and every time it gets a kill, it refreshes its Enrage. So skulls are a pretty good way to go. Like, Behemoth is going to take a while. It only does 50 damage. So if you're going down the Behemoth route, you're going to have to cast it, like, a billion times, like 10 times or something. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to go top to bottom. Sekma is kind of dangerous, so if you want to take out Sekma first, I get it. But I want to get those kills. I want to build up my attack. So let's go with that route. They've been making these teams pretty similar recently. Like, something that hits all enemies and then some way to build your attack up. So I'm going to hit the second slot. Let's see what happens. Making a bunch of yellow for us. Alright, I'm going to take, if there's no extra turns, I'm going to take skulls. Bang. Okay, we got a ton of red. Boom. Alright, we get this, yeah, purple. Skull, right? Okay, we can do this, which is cool, because you can choose where to do the 3/3 blocks. You can hit, like, the Deathmark gems, and you can hit, like, the red giant gems, too, if you need red mana. I think I'm going to do this first. Bang, skulls, baby. Get this red. Looking for skulls, mostly. Let's cast this, just when you have it, might as well. Does a destroy, also. Let's go with this. Doesn't seem like it's going to be too hard. We might lose our first slot, but no big deal. Any extra turns there? Bang. There probably is here. Where would it be? Nowhere. Okay. Well, we could hit a bunch of stuff here. With this. Giving attack up, giving magic down, right? So we just gave attack to our first slot. And all the while, we're going to be building our Ruby Giant. If that Spirit Mane dies, we can build the Ruby Giant. And then he'll have a ton of attack. Oh, let's see. Take the purple. Get the skulls. Bang, kill that. Boom, more skulls. This ruby giant. More skulls. Even more skulls. Kill that. Ruby giant. Okay, they finally did it, but it's fine. I got an enrage. I got 153 attack. I could do this. Give them even more attack. We just need to take a skull. Ooh, so close. Ah, so close again. Just gotta cast. And we win. I don't think it's gonna be that hard. Maybe the last battles, where you might have to be more careful with what you're doing. I was kind of just flying through that battle because it didn't seem like it was gonna be too difficult. But yeah, I think the way to go is just boost up your attack with second claw and her, and the spirit main can cast on itself. And then if you lose your spirit main, you've been building your attack with the second claw and her up, and then magic down. Cast Behemoth, I guess, whenever you have it, but it's not the main way you're going to win, I don't think, because you'd have to cast it 10 freaking times. But yeah, I'd cast the Ruby Giant, maybe on second slot, and build your attack up. Use skulls. But that was the Epic Trials. Had to fit it in here somewhere. Sorry, there you go. We'll finish this up on the Wednesday live stream at 10 a.m. EST. I'll do the final 2 battles, maybe, on the live stream on Wednesday. So see ya there. Got the Summer of Love still going on. It's wrapping up, though. Ropedart's probably the main story. The Ropedart and then the new Mythic. And then it's the last week of the Summer of Love, last week of the campaign, update next week, Tower of Doom next week. Like, that's the main story of this week. Wrapping things up, finishing them, getting Ropedart for those 10% of you that don't have it already, and just waiting for next week. Finishing things up and waiting for next week, which is going to be hopefully something really awesome. I hope they kill it. I'm rooting for them. Please make the 7.0 update amazing. Please don't make it some other gacha game pet thing. Please. I'm so worried it's going to be another stupid gacha game pet, shiny pet thing, and it's going to fall flat and be a flop. They need to add a whole new game mode. They need to add a whole new layer to the game. They need to make it fun. They need to do something like medals or underworld or traits or classes. They don't need to make another stupid shiny resource with a stupid shiny gacha pet. Please. Please don't be that. It's going to be that. I know it is, but yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.